Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chuma, and in this video I want to talk about something like market hours, inclusive of sessions. So just to briefly define what market hours are, I can say these are hours where the forex markets, meaning the currency pairs, including special metals and some of the other instruments, are open, where you can trade live, or if you haven't started trading on live, you can trade on a demo account. So with that being said, let's get straight into what you're supposed to do, how you can find everything. So first things first, you can use any browser that you want. So for me, I use Google Chrome. So when you go to Google Chrome, you go to the search engine, you're going to type baby pips. I don't know why they even named it baby pips. Yeah, so you're going to type baby pips, then you're going to hit search. Then after you hit search, you're going to scroll a little bit to make sure you find something that has like 3 dots that are green. You're going to tap there, or just any baby pips website, any part of the website you can find. Then the website is going to look like this. Baby pips in the top right corner. You're going to have analysis, news, trading, learn forex, learn crypto, forums, calendar if you want to check any news. Then you have tools, and I don't know what this is. So we are taking interest on this part written tools. We're going to click tools. So for you to get exactly what I'm doing, I would prefer you follow step by step. So as I'm doing this, you're also doing this on your, so as you're watching the video, you are also doing the same you're also doing the same. Yeah. So we are going to go to this part written tools. You're going to tap there. Oh, it's gone. So we're going to have position size calculator, pip value calculator, gain and loss calculator, pivot, risk, on and forex, market hours, currency, whatever. So basically my interest is here. So but all these things are useful that you can see here, but my basic interest is on forex market hours. So you're going to click there. Hope you've also clicked. Let's move step by step. So there are actually a lot of ads. Let me try to cancel this one so that you can see nicely. Yeah, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Hope you found something like this. This is how it's supposed to look like. Yeah, so this is the actual market time zone converter. So like in my time, this is 11 a.m. This is 11 a.m. and I'm currently recording this video on a weekend. Basically on the weekend, the markets are closed, the forex market are closed. So we are resuming on Saturday. This should be around 22, which is like 10 p.m. in my time zone. So but when the markets are open, this is how it's supposed to look. This is how it looks when we are on Monday to Friday, when you're talking about Monday to Friday basis. So this is how it's supposed to look. So let me do a little bit of an explanation about this part here. There's something that I want you to get on this part. So let's start. So when you come to forex, there is what they call sessions. I know you've heard of people say, no, I trade the London session, the Asian session, whatever session. So these are the 4 sessions that we have. And the first session, as we begin a week, let's say maybe this session opens, this is what they call the Asian session, but it's written Sydney. This is the Asian session, Tokyo session. Okay, let's just use Sydney session, but it's the first session that starts. So we're going to have the Asian session, the Tokyo session, the London session and the New York session. So like for me, I trade the New York session, which opens at 2 p.m. in my time zone, because that's when I can't say free, no, that's the session that I chose. So I can trade from 2 p.m. but this other time doing other work, but I can trade from 2 p.m. all the way up to like until the session closes. Yeah, so with that being said, let's continue on the explanation. So we have 4 sessions. We have the Sydney session, the Tokyo session, the London session, and the New York session. So maybe someone might be asking, why did you choose New York session? So the reason why I chose New York session has high volatility. And what do I mean by high volatility? High volatility, I mean it's where price moves very fast. So if you can come here a little bit to show you about what I'm saying is when you look at this, there's here where it's written trading volume on the first diagram when you open the tools part. So there's where it's written trading volume is usually high at this time of the day. So you can adjust this. I don't know why this thing is not coming out. I don't know. But basically these ads, let me just do this. Yeah, maybe it's going to help. Yeah, so you can adjust this time. So in the beginning, when markets open, this is what happens. So you can see the time from this top here as you scroll. Yeah, so it's now in focus. I can explain it nicely here. So as market opens, maybe let's say Asian session, we start Asian session. So as we have Asian session, you can see here at the bottom, let's as I move this thing, look at this part here, this bottom. So if I move it to Asian session open, this is what they say, Asian session open. So Asian session open, down here is saying that the trading volume is low. So during low trading volume, this is where you have high spreads, whereby you take a trade, the trade is moving super low, that they are very high spreads, and I don't recommend trading during this time, like for forex pairs. But for these trading these other things, I'm not really sure if you can do it. But for forex, it just doesn't work for many forex pairs. So as we move throughout the day, so each market opens for, is it 8 hours? I think 8 hours, I think. So actually Asian session opens here and closes here, which is 8 hours. This is the Tokyo session up to this point, yeah. So that being said, so as we move during a day, when we go to this is Sunday when market opens, like Sunday 11 p.m. Sunday. Yeah, so this is Monday, where this is like 2 a.m. early in the morning in my time zone. So this is the beginning of the Tokyo session. So during the Tokyo session, again, I can't take a trade because there is super low volatility. And don't forget that when we have super low volatility, there are higher spreads, very high spreads, especially during these 2 sessions. That's why I don't trade any of them. So but as we move into the Tokyo session, so if we have like the way these 2 sessions are, it's not that this session is closed, it's also running, and this one is also running. So this is an intersection. So then if you look at this point here, down here it says medium. So what it means by medium, the volatility is a little bit good, but medium, of course. Yeah, so as we move, we're going to close the first session at 8 a.m. in the morning. So this is based off of my time zone. 8 a.m. in the morning we're going to close. Then we still have low volatility. Then just as we begin the London session, this is where now their price moves very fast, whereby if you go to a 1 minute time frame, you can see it moving crazy, like up down up down up down, if you go to the 1 minute time frame. So why? Because there's high volume, a lot of traders are actually active at this time, but it's not the best time to trade. But you can still trade. I don't say don't trade at this time. You can still trade. And we move to, so this is an intersection again. This is an intersection between these two. This doesn't mean that Tokyo session has closed here. It's still open, and which closes at 11 a.m. So as we close at 11 a.m., as it closes at 11 a.m., we are now in London session, where we have high volatility, but this is where most traders trade. And if you are a day trader, you hold your trades maybe for like hours, but for swing traders, that hold trades for like days. They can trade at any time. But if you're a day trader, you can take your trade. Maybe if you have patience, you can hold your trade all the way, but make sure you close before low volatility, because it's just going to take your profit away. So that being said, let's get moving. So as we go in like that, moving 1 p.m. But the best time I recommend, according to me, is from 2 p.m. Why 2 p.m? Because London session and New York session, I can say they are the big, what best word can I use? They are the big movers, like they are the big boys in the session league. Like there is Messi here on top and Cristiano Ronaldo. So for those that don't watch football, I know, but you must know Ronaldo for some reason. Yeah, so like these two are like the big movers. So the best uh time I would advise you to trade if you're a day trader or a scalper is this time, because you can see even on the graph down here that it's never been at this point. So this intersection, there's very high volume. If you have a good setup, you can end up taking profit in less than 30 minutes for day traders. For swing traders, I know swing traders make a lot of money from swings, but day traders, you take a lot of trades. Yeah. So there's this volatility zone whereby you're going to move. This is the best trade that I trade. This is the best session that I trade. So you're going to move. Then as London session closes, as usual, the volatility starts dropping. But if you haven't taken a trade, you can still take a trade all the way up to this point, all the way up to 8 p.m. in the night. But if you decide to take, so one thing again, don't know why that guy is making a lot of noise. So one thing again, you can trade on any of these times, yeah, which is already a winning signal. But if you trade on super low volatility times, hey, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be something different. Hope you guys are learning something. So one thing I would ask you to do is, when market opens, try to check through with whatever I'm saying. So if you use whatever website that you are using, you can simply pin this part where you right click your mouse and click pin. So this website is not going to go away, even if you close your, what do you call this, your browser. And to those that like reading, finding out things for themselves, you can read everything I just said is just here. You can read through. It's better to remain silent and be thoughtful than open your mouth and remove all doubts. Damn, this is crazy. This is really crazy. You gotta take note of this. Yeah. So this is everything that I wanted to talk about this market hours. Hope you've learned something, guys. And so we've come to the end of this video, because I know this is going to help you a lot to know specifically when to trade. So in your, just one more thing, as you make a trading plan, make sure you have a consistent time where you say, this is the time that I'm going to be taking my trade. You can take a trade at any time, but to avoid over trading, revenge trading and losing, make sure you set a specific time. Treat this like a job, like an investment. You don't just do things anyhow. You have to follow something. You have to master your routine, master your time. So like me, before I mastered my time, I had set an alarm, so it would ring every 1 p.m. to make sure that I'm 1 hour ahead before market opens, so that if I'm doing all my analysis and everything, I can do my analysis so that as market opens, as it kicks off, I see if I can have a big shot or a big move. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you for everyone who has taken time to click on this video. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment about your views or anything you want me to explain for you about. And it's the money gang as usual. Peace.